Hello, this is Johanna, EverImprovingMe, advice with a slice of life video blog. It has been many moons since I have done one of these, though I have been doing a lot of ranting and raving on voice memo, and I have to figure out how to put that up on my blog. Probably I'll just eventually do a big old dump and put them all on there all at once. So, why am I posting right now, and why am I doing it looking like this? My hair. Yeah, no. I don't know. So, what's been going on? I was in the hospital. So, for the second time this year, I almost died. I don't know what's going on with me. I really don't. I was born under a lucky star. First time, I don't know if anybody remembers, ate cabbage without knowing it, did not get my Benadryl in time, and yeah, had an allergic reaction to food, so could have died that time, but they finally got the shot into me in time. Second time, this time, I had to go to the hospital for, apparently I had twisted intestines. Extremely painful, let me tell you. I thought I was going to die, and apparently I thought correctly, because if they hadn't got in there and got them untangled, they were like strangled. The intestines, pretty gross, I know, but and they were dying, and I don't really understand the particulars, but apparently it is something that can in fact kill you. The other option that could have happened, and also equally could kill you, is could have turned gangrene and exploded or something like that. I don't really understand, because I was out of that. That was explained to my roommate John and my ex-ish husband Tom, who were both there for that bit of it. Thankfully John was here and he took me to the hospital, so thank you, John, for saving my life. Yay. Roommates, gosh. So, I'm alive. I got out of the hospital Friday night. In pain, still in pain. Been feeling pretty down because, like, now I have this huge ass scar. It goes, like, from pretty much my xiphoid process all the way down to my, just above my pelvis area. So that's a really long scar because they couldn't go in laparoscopically. There was so much, damage. They had to open me up. And then on top of that, I have a GI tube, which, let me tell you, those are sexy. No, they are not. And actually, they make me feel quite unattractive. And so I've been battling a bit of a little depression, lately. You know, that whole self-worth thing. You know, I don't know, because this was the weekend that I was going to be, like, moving out, and I had, like, planned I was going to start running this weekend, and, you know, like, I was going to do all these things, right? And now I'm doing nothing but recovering. I can't even drive again, so feel trapped back to being trapped, you know, once again, trapped with Tom, who is unhappy again because he's having to waste his time dealing with me. So I hate that for him. I really do. Because that doesn't make either of us happy when he's miserable because he's having to deal with me. Also, I have been thinking about, like, the whole, what do you want out of life? Keep thinking that. People say, well, what do you want? What do you want to do? What do you want out of life? I keep coming to this whole, I don't know. I don't know what I want. Like, Tom says he's gonna give me his college fund money, his military college fund, which will be useful because that way I get a career out of this marriage thing too. So we both end up with careers, so that's fair, I think. He's just trying to figure that part out. So, that's kind of scary, trusting people to do what they say they'll do when you feel like you've been let down in the past, but sometimes you just have to trust people to do the right thing. But he's says he's working on that, because I think that what I'd like to do is go to school for social work. Still, I've wanted to do that, I think, for a while, but, I still want to make sure that social work is the right track, because what I really want to do is help people. Like, I want to use all these crap experiences that I've had in my life, and I've had a lot of them, to help other people, because I know other people have equally had a lot of crap experiences in their life, and I know that there's got to be a way to use those to help others move past them too. So that's kind of what I want to do. I'm just not sure what the proper path there is. Also, I've been thinking about doing, the open universities where you can go to school. You don't get, like, credit, but you can do, like, certificate programs. But you can learn all kinds of stuff. I think I'm going to just start learning all kinds of stuff, because have you ever noticed how on a lot of applications they say they want you to have this degree or relevant knowledge? Why would a certificate program not be relevant knowledge? That's what I'm thinking. So anyway, I'm going to start learning that way. Plus, I like to learn, and I need to do something with my brain. I've also been thinking about stuff like, like, what do you want in a future type of relationship? Because lately I've just been doing, like, Tom's been dating, I've been dating, we've been doing the casual type things, casual, keeping it casual with people. But, like, in an actual relationship, like, I've been trying to think of what I would really want. That's kind of hard, but kind of, like, I feel almost mercenary in what I would want. I feel like I've been married before, so I kind of do know what I want to an extent. I know kind of what works, and I know kind of what doesn't. Like, I know one thing I want kids. I want to be a mom. And I know I can't have them out of my body. So I would love to find a partner who has kids, or who's willing to adopt with me, or willing to surrogate with me, or something like that. So that's really important to me. That's, like, a top priority for me in a partner. It's kind of funny, like, the give and take kind of things that I'm looking at now, because I know how relationships work. Like, relationships are more like partnerships after a certain point. Like, in the beginning, sure, they're, like, I think maybe really, they can be passionate and everything else like that, and they can keep being that way. I'm not saying they have to stop being passionate, but I'm saying they're about more than that. Like, you have to be able to trust the person you're with. You have to, know that that person has your back, and you have to really believe that that person's going to be there for you, okay? Like, especially, like say, like, I want to be a mom. Like, the person that I want to be with has to trust that I would be a good mom for their kids. and I would have to trust that they would be a good parent for my kids as well, right? And beyond that, we'd have to figure out a good working partnership for all the other stuff. But there's so much give and take in a relationship, there's so much that, there's just so much still to think about. I'm just trying to think about what it is that I want, what I'm willing to accept, what I'm not willing to accept. I'm trying to write it all down so I know what it is and what it isn't, so that I'm not surprised or, thrown for a loop again. So that the next time I get what it is I want. And maybe help other people figure out what it is they want to. So until next time, this is Johanna, Ever Improving Me, recovering from surgery. If you got any questions, concerns, comments, want to know how I'm doing, any questions about my surgery, anything like that, send me a message. EverImprovingMe advice vlog at gmail.com, and that's VLOG, or just leave comments in the comments below. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.